November 14th, 2014. That's a lot of 14s. And we started a new project. Have been talking about it for a while here. On the fact that Nate Pruitt and Rick Vandivier came in and did some great recording of so many different songs and different arrangements and different styles. All kind of within the jazz idiom, but still extremely different tempos and Latin tunes to swing tunes, all kinds of fun stuff. Those two guys are great. And so, what I just started this week, we started here at Totally Vocals, was one of their songs. And that is what's going on. It's actually On the Street Where You Live, which is really an old show tune, but they put a whole different treatment to it and gave it a jazz idiom and concept to what it is that they're doing there. So that's the beginning of that. And because I have such wonderful material with them, I'm going to turn the thing into a series. And there's going to be songs. We're going to break down the songs. We're going to talk about what Nate's doing with his voice in different ways, from his jazz scat singing stuff to his really wonderful ability to pull from his chest into his mix in a very interesting kind of a way that just really makes it work. It's so easy, flawlessly. I think he's a great example of showing people how to move from one part of their registers to another. So anyway, we started that. That's the stream. That's the new project that started here on Totally Vocals. You're going to be seeing lessons coming up. All we did this week was actually just take the song in its entirety and put it up as the beginning of this. And also, I always want to point out, if you're on the site and you haven't looked at the interview with Nate and Rick, check that out as well. And got a little surprise for you here at the end of this, because coincidentally, and it really was, probably seems like it wouldn't have been, but it was, I ended up going to a jazz club here in the Bay Area, and Nate was there performing, and I got up and performed with Nate. And somebody had a cell phone. In fact, you'll see what I mean. They had a cell phone, and they captured the moment, or most of it, and they're even singing a little bit in the background. It's not the greatest video technique in the world, but it gets the point across. And it was a lot of fun. And I got up and I got to sing with Nate. Nate and I had a little jazz scat thing going on, and he's the master, but it was tons of fun to do it with him because I'm into such things as well. So you're going to see that at the end of today's weekly wrap-up. So that's something you can check out. But we got a little bit more to talk about, like the musical tip of the week. Now, on the musical tip of the week, let me start by asking you, or reminding you, if you've been following along the past few weeks, how you're doing with this resonance information I've been giving you. Last couple of weeks I've been talking about you developing resonance, activating your nasal resonator, taking that resonance and applying it from the bottom to the top of your range, making it through all the different sounds. Are you doing well with that? I hope you are. To take it to the next step, you want to be able to do this not just to one sound, right? I was talking about hung. Now, if you've seen the previous musical tips the last couple of weeks, you know what that means. That's the hung-ah exercise. Hung, and it brings it in my nasal pharynx, my nasal resonator. Hung, and then when I drop my tongue, I'm now opening up the back of my throat and mixing the sound between my nasal resonator and my mouth resonator. And that starts to bring that nasal sound. And again, you can vocalize and get that in different ways. You want to make sure that you line that up to all of the vowel sounds. Example. So what I'm saying here is you simply want to use one sound to piggyback on all the other vowel sounds. I always like to put the vowel sounds in this order of oo, o, e, and a. And I like to take that nasal resonator idea of activating and then making sure that I have resonance in each of the vowels. So hung, I have the resonance going. Now I'll go from that to an oo. Hung, hung oh. Now to when the is kind of there. Now there's a difference between which is spelled UH, and which is spelled AH, and They sound kind of similar when you're vocalizing to them, but the shape in your throat is different, and you need to deal with each one individually. So, hung, you hear and see that slight difference of movement. Then hung, hung, well, we got the because we're doing it. And then final, then hung, Now we've brought the resonance in. Now pull it up over your range. Back to the first. Hung, 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 do it once more, and then the A. Hung, So if you've been following along the last few weeks, these musical tips, if you go back like 2 weeks back and check that one out, I really take my time to explain the hung exercise, how it works and why you should be doing it. Last week, the following week, I gave you some exercises that showed you how to move around 5-note patterns and work on all of the different vowel sounds, but in one position, like ooh, ah, ee, ah, eh, with the resonance. And you see what I'm asking you to do this week? Now I'm asking you to put it into your, go ahead and take each vowel and work it. So you keep that resonant sound. Hung, oh, there's my O. Oh. I'm keeping that resonant sound regardless of the fact that I'm doing a siren or a slide, whatever you want to call those, up and down through my range to feel the comfort of that, feel the lack of air pressure building up. Again, as you get better at this, you can sing higher. This isn't just, it's about the slide right now, but what I'm really trying to get you to understand here is how to keep your resonance happening from bottom to top, simultaneously vocalize in a way that you can feel the air pressures changing from each part of your range, chest, mix, and head, and back down again. Then when you go to sing songs and actual lyrics, you're getting a lot closer to understanding how to do everything. Now, if you're not a member and you're just checking this out on YouTube, that's still great information for you if you can put it all together. And you can also come on over to the site and sign up for free lessons and get 10 free lessons that take you on your path towards really understanding how to get vocal technique together, and that technique will make you a better singer. And there's all kinds of courses, and we've got the fly on the wall videos. We have so much over here that's lots of fun. Now I'm going to close this video again with for the members, those of you on the site, you have access to everything in the site, including we just got started with this Nate Pruitt series of jazz vocal lessons and the whole idiom thing going there. And like I said earlier in this clip, I happened upon Nate in a jazz club and got up on stage, and Nate and I sang a little bit. And so it's just captured on a cell phone. It's not the best quality. It's not the worst quality, but it's not the best quality. There's a little bit of movement. And you're even going to hear the guy that was holding the cell phone up sort of sing over my voice once or twice, but it's not too much. It's all kind of fun and funny. It's the year 2014, and that's what we can do. We can pull out those cell phones and go dink and actually capture a moment. Here's a moment of me hanging out with Nate Pruitt. I hope you guys enjoy it.
Let me swing among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, darling, kiss me. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. Well, in other words, I love you. Sing it, baby. Sing it, baby. But I can't do it. Shoot it, baby. You did what it is. The beat, the back, the bag of rubies. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, tell me I want you to kiss me. Fill my heart with song. Let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship.